Right. So, last time, we successfully completed the main quest line back to Vectera, and we rescued Barrett and Heller from Crimson Fleet pirates, and we successfully recruited Len, our former boss at Argos Mining, Heller, and Barrett into our crew. Next, we'll continue with the empty nest, and that requires us to head into Freestar space to meet with Samco. So yeah.
You're carrying too many odds and ends. Time to...
This ship of yours
Right, so we're leaving the den. And I believe we're returning to the lodge to meet up with Samco.
Attention, unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming scans even work on whatever it is you're flying. And complete.
So we'll just fast travel to the lodge. And we're here.
While we're here, perhaps we should check in with Mateo or Noel.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Oh, you must be the new member. I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. Like you and Dad, really. But hopefully not as crazy as your travels. I thought Dad's were exciting. But yours? Brr. It's the best. I met another kid my age who hadn't been on a starship once. Not even once! Same boring old planet for like years. She didn't even know how to replace a phase manifold. Can you imagine? I read. I look around the ship, but no touching. Dad lets me do all sorts of stuff on his ship. But he said I have to be respectful on your ship. But I could try to fix things if you ask. Hint, hint, you can ask. I promise I'll be good. Bye.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family. No. Funny story, caught this one stealing my ship. Only reason I didn't turn her in is because we have the same last name.
Dad.
All right. That's my one. Well, you might think differently come year 3 or 4. All professional arguments are really personal arguments, if you know what I mean.
Like how you're always jealous that Vladimir's stronger than you are?
Hey, it's not that. I just don't like losing a bet. Besides, when a man lifts you over his head, you make peace with certain things.
Koriko, by the way. Hi. There's no "you have to be this tall" sign for space.
The package may be small, but she can handle herself. You'll see.
Too late. Been there, done that.
I think you should give this little lady the benefit of the doubt. You could be severely underestimating her capabilities.
That's enough. Look, Cora goes where I go. But it's not like I'm dragging her into every dark cave we uncover. She'll be on the ship. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? Because I'm her dad, and it's my decision. Drop it, okay? She's coming with us. End of story. Don't worry about it. Just got off on the wrong foot. It happens. The 3 of us are heading to Aquila, for a settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that, makes me think one thing. Artifact. Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. As far as the Collective is concerned, they're judge, jury, and executioner. They're the good guys, but that don't make them any less dangerous. Outside that, just don't be an asshole. I guess it wouldn't hurt. We just got back from a supply run anyway. Let me know when you're ready.
Something you need?
You ready to leave? Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the land. Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Evening, sir.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances. Are you lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. And that's it.
I have something for you when you have a moment. What can I help you with? Actually, yes, Bye.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar. All right, but don't take too long, or Cora's gonna get bored and start disassembling things. Finished up yet? It's you and me for this. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Because you'll find a whole lot of nothing. Gravitational anomalies are a little hard to pick up in an area with tons of starship traffic. Not to mention all the electronics from the city, and security scramblers that the Freestar or smugglers out on the frontier put down. Yeah, and the Coast have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward. Okay. Smartass. This is why I don't like bringing it up. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there. Here. It's not a gift, just a contribution to our cause. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. All part of the service. I wouldn't dream of it. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more. We gotta get to that vault and get... Certainly. There's no next. I want to be exploring until they pry the boots off my cold dead feet. I mean, Cora will go to university, and the price tag there is scarier than any jam we've been in. But for me, my truest love is the next star, the next horizon. I've seen my fair share of scrapes. Actually, a triple share with a massive bonus worth. Some folks say I'm the luckiest man alive after making it through some real whoppers. But the trick is to always keep a cool head. Impulsiveness, fear, adrenaline, all those will get you jumpy. You get too jumpy, your target could be 5 in front of you and you'll miss every time. Cora has the complete top-of-its-class learning videos and lessons. And I have to occasionally do some of the old homeschooling. Fortunately, mainly it's the videos. Around when she was 7, she could already see the cracks in my knowledge. Come to think of it, I think she's doing an introductory college course in astrophysics. Not being graded, like, for fun. She's so weird. There's so many planets, moons, celestial phenomena out there. Most captains just sail through the Great Black, not even really looking, appreciating. A lot of the time touching down on a virgin planet can be, well, uneventful. But every now and then, you see something no human has ever laid eyes on. That is what I live for. Bye.
Bit up there, huh? Take a look. I get all kinds. How about I just... I want to do your business quick. Take a gander.
Fine work. Bet it'll stand up to some punishment.
Everyone needs supply. Feel free to look.
Solomon's maps are in the vault at Galbank.
I'll say right up front. Well, I'll say right up front. Here.
We need to get to that vault.
Take a look around. It's a good bet I've got something you need. Everyone needs supplies. How about I just...
Why, you can be assured that our vault is the most secure place in the city to store anything valuable. In a word, heirlooms. Some of the old families, those descended from the city founders, store objects of value here. Yes, we've got items in our vault that have been passed down from generation to generation. I like to think that the entire heritage of Aquila City is stored right here for safekeeping. And me? Well, I'm the protector of that heritage. Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can say is I've never been a hostage before, and well, I think I've had my fill of that for a while. Glad to have your patronage. There are heirlooms within our vault that date back centuries to the earliest days of the city. It's quite remarkable, really.
Alright. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. You gonna be like this the whole way? Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad. Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay? Trust me. The last thing I want to do is think more about it. Let's just get going. Let's get going. Depends on the question. Guess we're done. That's the Rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Well, well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do. Us Coes have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. But getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. Takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young.
Was that a subtle dig, Jacob?
It wasn't meant to be subtle, son. What didn't I do? I had quite a long career. I mainly made my name keeping credits and trade flowing. Never dull. Always a million fires need putting out. Jeez. More of that Constellation nonsense? We got plenty of real-world, immediate problems. You explorers are a luxury we cannot afford.
Ever heard of a certain Solomon Coe? Renowned explorer? He'd be spinning in his grave.
Solomon built something. He'd want his kin to protect it, not abandon it in its hour of need. I've had enough of you and your worthless Constellation friends. Show yourself out. Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk-taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill-seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey, and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need. Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. I got things to do too.
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time. No, no, no. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better. I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at that. I'd appreciate that. You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
What is it this time, Con? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home? How did you... That's none of your... Fine, if we get you all out of my hair, you can have the maps. They're in the other room. Here. The key. What do you want? Well, you take care of yourself.
Is all that junk really necessary? All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Criminal groups in Aquila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the Ashta. Well, it could just be a coincidence that the cave we want happens to be where the Shawgang runs around. But something doesn't feel right. Hey, if they're willing to trade, all the better. But the Shawgang is, shoot first kind of outfit. All right, time's a-wasting. Let's get to that cave. Shaw and her gang are strong-arm types. Robbery. My life is an open book. No, that's it then.
Us co's have been in getting said takes
Was that a subtle dig?
It wasn't meant to. You can say that again. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life. Never forget that it was the United Colonies' greed that started it all. So many terrors unleashed on the galaxy, and for what? Piles of dead? And it almost set us back centuries. Anyone trying to sell you that there's glory in war has never lived through one of them. Might be you're not too bad yourself. Well, I doubt you came to hear me wax poetic. What do you need? I guess it was nice. You have what you wanted. Now, well, You take care of yourself.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all the favor and never...
Be careful. Simple fall ain't so simple in high gravity. Blood in my eyes. like a smuggler den. Warren, nest, or whatever you call it. Smugglers are near. Wonder where this leads. I don't think we're... Blood pumping, huh? We do what we must, right? Let's get going. Smugglers are as common as fleas.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Shit. So that thing was keeping them away?
Boss, it's the Ashta.
You. This is your fault! You better lend us a hand! I guess get out of here before I change my mind. Get lost. You've cost me enough time and money. We see you again, you're dead. Get out of here. Get lost. You've cost me enough time and money.
You're lucky the boss is so generous. What are you still doing here? Lucky it's not my call. I would have blasted the both of you. You're lucky the boss is so generous.
Home sweet home.
Craziest bar fight.
3 spacers got the drop on me. Flipped the table. Found a good use for a butter knife. Dull, but surprisingly effective.
Must have seen better days.
By all means.
Unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming scans even work on whatever it is you're flying. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
I am at your service, Captain.
Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax. We're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Likewise, you know where to find us.
I hope you're having a good day.
You need something? Talking about me is my Yep.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters
Books.
available to you.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole pack. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us. I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way. Not the same. I like smelling the pages, the feel of it. Computer screens are just blech.
You'd save me, my friend here, all of us, a lot of grief, financial and emotional, if you just read them on a computer, Gumdrop.
Dad? Fine. You know, reading computers for hours gives me a headache. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese. Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves. My grandpa lives in Aquila. Yup, I've been his co-pilot since I was old enough to read a map. He lets me fly sometimes, and fix things aboard, and use the intercom, and everything. I just have to promise not to complain about having to stay aboard the ship when we're somewhere dangerous. Dad says when I'm older, he'll teach me how to use a pistol, and once I'm a good enough shot, I can go with him anywhere. I can't wait to get older. Hey! Sure! Wow! See you later.
Hey, I'm glad you're back. Yeah? Dropping off a few... Until later.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers.
give the word and we'll get underway.
Need guidance?
The eyes open to you, Constellation. Aha! The eyes always open to Constellation.
I tried, Jones. It's actually good. I'm a fan.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. This one has been in my list of possible artifact sites for a while, but the profile didn't quite match. Now that we've got more artifacts, the similarities are as clear as day. The ones we found, anyway. No telling what this is, but you can feel that excitement in the air, can't you? It's something important. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. No, just need to follow your scanner to the real destination. Might be a boot's journey, but that's the explorer's lot sometimes. You're looking for the eye of the storm. Whole thing is a whirlwind, but getting to the source, need to wear your patience thick. That anomaly is a damn sight bigger than a regular artifact. No telling what you'll find. I make the visit when they need me. Don't mind the loner's life most days, and the eye is important work. But I should make the trip more often. Can't let Walter be the only one tending bar there too long. Everyone will forget what a good drink tastes like. Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation? The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stolen by some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair, like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking. Time dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent the labor's efforts burying. Of course, I didn't have the Centaurus Proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind. Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lend an old pirate's wisdom to the mission. Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay? Oh, sorry. You've tipped my... Race the thoughts with you later.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Vladimir and I agreed on what should be included. That's all fine then. Do let me know if you get a response. That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I will be sure to tell you.
Good to see you.
Glad to see you're back in one piece. You look well. What is it?
Direct into their raptor.
God's sake. Drop some of that rubbish already.
junk you're hauling is... seriously slowing down.
shapes the rock, like waves against the cliff. Hello?
I could use a vacation. If that's how you want to play, running.
Critical damage to the enemy's grappler. We've hit their engines and they are offline.
There's a non-zero chance that this planet once thrived with life. Amazing, isn't it?
False alarm, everyone.
Find anything useful?
think enough clutter there, or should we find some more?
Who are you? No! Is it getting captured?
Worship is to use the heart's voice when the throat fails. Yes, actually. I am surprised you noticed. You have quite the talent for reading people's current mood from afar. Comes with the territory, I suppose.
It's always a good day when you come around.
Regardless of how I present myself,
I had a good feeling about
I feel as though they're looking at me with disdain, rather than comradeship.
You're a lifesaver.
Honestly, I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things to say about you. If that is truly the case, why do I often find myself excluded from other members' activities and gatherings? Having someone from House Varun among us is a new experience. I'm certain they're unsure if you even wish to be approached at all.
Hey, you found us. Good job.
Time and treasure.
Now stop that shit
Welcome
and come
around.
on in.
I promise.
Opportunity can be found very well. Will that be all?
Well, have something to show me? Good. That concludes our transaction. You're free to go for now.
Yeah? What?
If you're looking for supplies, talk to Killian and Darcy.
The reek of this place permeates everything. What have we got here? Damn, you're a mess. Might want to bite down on something. I'm through with you. Fine. Goodbye.
If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying.
Anything interesting in range? Get rid of some of that gear. Got anything on your scanner?
For you.
Now this planet, this is more my speed. Oh, I could hike here for a while.
Okay. Yes?
Excuse me. Hello. There's something I need to talk to you about. Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No. I wish it was that simple. It's not from Barrett specifically. It's a lying list of questions they need answered. Only I'm not there to answer them. No, it's the first time. But the fact that they're reaching out, well, it's given me a lot to think about. You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. If you want to help, I feel like I need to give you some background. Just bear with me. It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy. A small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation. Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge. So the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Seriously? The Colony War, of course. You know, that little incident that caused the death of thousands of decent men and women as they squabbled over border disputes. That war. once told me that you found the journey boring, so I don't expect you to fully understand what I'm saying. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That depends on your definition of significant. Discover a rare neutron star, and no one cares. But slap a picture of a kooky alien life form on SSNN, and suddenly you're a goddamn rock star. It's all about the propaganda, what gets the people excited. That's what the United Colonies was focused on at the time. That's just it, though. This was as far from the military as you could get. Ships built for exploration, not war. And I still screwed it all up. Yes, maybe. Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure the accounts are balanced. Sure. Just ignore the problem and hope it goes away. Then, when Constellation goes belly up because of my lack of action, I'll just dust myself off and put in a resume somewhere else. Great idea. Oh my god. You're right. I'm so sorry. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. You'd think I'd realize by now that I can always depend on you to lighten the mood. Wow, that was a hell of a ride, wasn't it? Oh, I'm sorry to put you through all that. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did. Got something for me? Maybe another time.
Yes, what? Hey. Pardon. Howdy.
Get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore.